Hi all. In this session, we are going to see how we can able to update a string. This is part 2. Earlier, we have given the part 1 session. In this session, what all keywords we are going to use is format string, remove string using regular expression, replace string, replace string using regular expression. Now let's start. First one is the format string. Format string is used for formatting a string. That is, we can able to add some. We can format the string based on our requirement. Now let's start and see how we can able to do. First one is settings, library, string. We need a collection library, collection. I think it's collections. Now next thing is we are going to format with positional arguments. How we can able to do that is test cases, format string with positional arguments. Now let's write result is equal to format string. Now I'm writing statement uploaded file bracket should not be bigger than bigger than file size, bigger than file size. Okay. Now here we have two types formatting. One is just we are mention the two flower buckets. In another case we are mention the variable name. So we can write the first variable will be photo.jpg and second is file size is equal to 5 MB. So we can use any of the approach. Okay, but better to use in this approach. So when the any person can read the statement, can able to understand that statement. Now what we are expecting is should be equal our result, and I will copy the same thing, but I am going to replace with the actual value. This is 5 MB and this is photo.jpg. Okay, now let's run this program. Robot is completed. Yeah, as you can see the test case is pass. So wherever the flower brackets are there, so it is going to replace that string. This is one approach. We have another approach where we are going to create one variable and we can able to use that one. So here variables, I'm going to create one user name is equal to apple, email is equal to ball@of cat.com. Okay, now we have a dictionary which contains apple and ball.cat values. Now I'm going to write statement result is equal to format string. I need user dot name afterward the bracket user dot email. I'm closing bracket. Now I mention user is equal to user. So it's going to take the value from this user, this variable, and wherever user dot name is there, it is going to replace with apple, and whenever there is user dot email, it is going to replace with a ball@of cat.com. Okay, now should be equal our string. Oh, sorry. This is apple fun ball dot ball at the rate of cat.com, close bracket, square box. This is the one approach. Let's see and run the program. Pass, refresh. As you can see, it's pass. It's the value it contains is apple ball at the rate of cat.com. The same string we can write in another approach is result is equal to format string. Here we can use user name. This is also one approach. User email user is equal to user, and this is same as this one. Just we are using the different approach, but the result will be same. Pass. See, it's pass again. We got the same results. In the both the case, we got the same result. Only the little structure is changed. Okay. Now we have one more. Let's go for another statement, that is result is equal to. In this case, what we are going to do is we are going to convert decimal value into hexadecimal value. So for that one, format string 0 colon width comma base close bracket, value is 42. We are converting 42 decimal value to hexadecimal. Base is equal to x. X means hexadecimal. Width is equal to 10. So it should be equal to result. This will be one space star 8 is 2a. Let's see, we'll open one calculator. So decimal value is 42. When I convert to hexadecimal, it is a 2a. So we are converting 42 to 2a. Okay, let's run this program and see. It's converted. Now let's refresh. As you can see, it's converted. We can see it's a 2a. Yep. So formatting a string is almost done. Now let's write one more test case where we can able to arrange the string in some order. Means left alignment, right alignment, center alignment with some default formatting string. It is format spec result is equal to. Now I need center format. Format string, I need stars with the length of 30 and it contains text. So what it's going to do is it is going to create a string with text, and from left and right it will contain stars, and the total length will be 30 characters. So in that case it will be test 1 2 3 total 4. Okay, so 30 means it will for 4 characters means it will be 26. 26 divided by 2 means 13. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now it will be correct. Okay. Now should be equal result. Yeah, this one. So it is the length is 30 and it contains test string, and left and right it will contain some stars. Okay, the same thing we can do for left and right alignment. Okay, now to do right alignment we just need to change this button, and the test variable will come here, test, and that's it. Now left alignment, this symbol test will come here. Yep, this is done. Okay, now let's save, and I'll hide this one. Now I'm going to run only this test case. It's completed. Yeah, it's pass. As you can see, it's created a string with the center alignment, and pre and fix we added some stars. So in this way we can able to prepare our strings. Yep. So we have completed formatting string. Now we are go for the remove string. Remove string is to remove the value, remove the part of the string from the main string. Now let's write this one. I'm going to hide this one. Now removing from string, string is equal to remove string robot framework. Now I need to remove work. So in that case it should be equal string. In this case it should be robot frame, because we removed the work from main string. Okay, similarly we can remove multiple substrings. So let's write string is equal to remove string robot framework. In this, now I'm going to remove O and BT. Once I remove, should be equal string, it should be, so we removed O, so all the O's we are going to remove O, O, O. Then afterward we removed BT. BT is this one, and there is nothing. Okay, yep. And one more thing is, if there is a substring is not found, then it is not going to return anything. Just whatever values are there, the same value is going to return. So in this case I am going to replace with remove string class, but if class is not present, in that case it will show the same results. It's not going to remove anything. Means robot framework. Okay, now let's go and run the program. Yes, it's pass. So the first statement, we removed work, then it will be robot framework, and afterward we removed O and BT substrings, then that is also matching. Now here is in the robot framework we don't have a substring class. In that case it is not going to remove anything, it's going to return whatever value it has. Okay, now let's go for the next one, that is remove string using regular expressions. With the help of regular expression also we can able to remove the strings and we can able to perform the operations. Now remove string using regular expression. Okay, now let's write one simple program, that is result is equal to remove string using regular expression. Main string is robot framework and regular expression pattern is f dot star k. So what will happen means it is going to search the entire string, that is a robot framework, and it is going to see which is going to start with f and ending with k. So in this case this one, so it is going to ignore the robot. Now afterward it is going to check f dot, f means f any one character, so or followed by multiple characters ending with k. So in this case it contains all the characters followed by k. So it is going to consider it is going to replace, so the regular expression pattern matching is framework. So in that case it is going to remove the framework word from the robot framework, and the expected result is should be equal result expected output is robot. Okay, now similarly we can write the same code by ignoring the case. We can ignore the small and lower and upper case. So how we can able to write is, now instead of here f I am going to give a small letter, and I'm going to write a message flags is equal to I means I'm ignoring the case. In that case also, once it is ignored, then also it is going to consider framework as a substring and it is going to remove. Now next thing is, I can able to ignore the case, and I can able to ignore the new lines also. For that one we can use one more option, that is ignore case or dot all. Okay, for that one how we can able to write is frame. Once it is frame, I'm going to add a new line and the regular expression followed by flags is equal to ignore case dot all. So what it is going to do is it is going to ignore a case followed by if any new lines are there, then also it is going to handle. Then also it is going to consider framework as a substring, and it is going to remove framework, and it is going to keep only the robot. Now let's see how we can able to run. CMD robot framework robot. I think one is robot. I think, let's see where it's failing. Okay, I think we are missing the space here. Okay, now how we can able to write here dollar space. Maybe this can help us. We are adding one space, and let's see whether the syntax is correct or not. What? Now let's run. Yeah, here we added one space because here it's considered only this one, and where there is a space after this one. Okay, now we are going to add space in all the spaces. Now let's run the program. Yes, it's pass. Now when we check, See, we can able to see all our pass means it's matched everything. So in all the cases, it's removed the framework, and we can see robot followed by in space. So that's we got. Okay. Now next thing is, uh, what if we don't find any regular expression match? That time what will happen means whatever the input string is the same is going to display. So I will take this one itself. Now I'm going to write here instead of not not and should be equal robot framework. So in this case, this regular expression does not going to match any of these two words. So f followed by n, that word is not present. So what at that time what will happen means it is going to return whatever the string is present, and it is going to ignore that one. Let's see the program. Yep, it's matched. We can see at the end we can see whatever the main input we had given, the same input we got output. Yep. So regular expression. Uh, Now, now one more thing is here in all we passed only one argument, one regular expression, and we have an option to pass multiple argument also, multiple regular expression arguments. Let's see how we can able to do that one. So remove string using regular expression multiple patterns. So result is equal to remove string using regular expression. Input string is robot framework. Now I need to replace O dot O and R dot star word. So what is our expected output? So in this case, first is it is going to remove O dot any single character followed by O. So in this case, only this is going to match, and we don't have any other pattern to match. So that time what will happen means in this entire string, so O dot O it is going to remove means this one. So then it will be RT. Okay. Then what our next is, now we have R. R is here. R dot R dot. We have R dot one single character followed by multiple characters ending with W. So we are going to remove this one also. In that case is it's going to remove R dot multiple characters until W. So it will be in this manner. Okay. So our string should be equal result. Yeah, we are expecting this one. Let's go and run. It's fail. Should be equal. I think I've given the wrong spelling. EQL equal. Now go. Yes, it's pass. Yeah, it's pass. So in this case also we pass multiple regular expressions, and it removed all the matching regular expressions. Okay. Similarly, we can able to pass the uh, ignore case and new lines also. Okay. For that one, just I am going to copy the same thing. Now pattern is instead of here F, I'm going to mention as a F. Okay. And I'm going to mention flags is equal to ignore case followed by dot all. Now, as we know that o.o is going to remove this entire characters, and it's going to rt. Once that is done means now it is going to check with starting with f followed by one character and multiple character ending with w. So it is going to be this one. After this one it is a ork. Okay, this is what we are getting. Let's check this one. It's completed. Yes, it's matching. Now we can see what we pass multiple arguments also, and we inform to ignore the case and new line also. Oh, I think I forgot to add a new line here. Now I'm going to add after f e, I'm going to add a new line. Now also it is going to give the same results. Let's go and come. Yes, it's completed. Refresh. Yeah, we added new line here and still it's given the same result. Yep. So we have completed replacing string using regular expression. Sorry, remove string using regular expression. Now we are going to see how we can able to replace a string. Now let's go here. I'm going to hide this program. Now replacing string. Replacing string means from the main string we are going to remove replace with the substring, whatever substring we are given. Now let's write one simple program and how we can able to see this one. So string is equal to replace string hello world. This is my main string, and what I need to replace is world with tell us. Okay, so in this entire string I'm going to replace word with this one. So in that case it should be equal string hello. Instead of word I will mean tell us hyphen. Yeah, this is how we can able to mention. Yep. Yeah, this is done. This is one approach, and we have another approach where you can able to mention how many times occurrence we need to replace. If there are multiple words are there, how many times we can able to replace. Okay, now let's see. Now string. Let's first run this program and see whether we are getting output or not proper. Yes, it's pass. So in that case means it's properly replacing. Yes. Hello. Tell us. So we got the output. Now we are going to check one more. String is equal to replace string where hello world. I want to replace which string? I want to replace L with empty. I want to replace with empty, and how many times I need to replace? I need to replace only one time. One time, or I can mention zero times. Zero times means I don't want to replace. So that time it will give the same results. Now should be equal string with whatever value we have, it's the same thing. Okay, just we are going to replace with we are going to increase the count and see how it's going to replace 1 2. In the first case I am going to replace with one time, so I am replacing with L with empty. So it is going to start from left. From left it is going to replace the first L character with a space with empty. So then it will be HELO world. And now I'm going to replace with three times. When you mention three times means it will go from left and it is going to see 1 2 occurrences are there, replace. Now third occurrence here it will come, so it is going to replace. This is how we can able to replace. Now Now this is a use of count. Now we have one more approach where we can able to add this count value to negative. In that case, what will happen? When it is going to replace everything. If we give any negative values, it's going to replace everything. Now let's write one example. Now instead of here positive 3, I am going to mention negative 5. Okay. In that case, it is going to replace L, the same result, because it's negative means it's going to replace everything. So L with empty. Now let's write the same thing with what if I will give, instead of here of minus 5, I will give minus 1. In that case also it's going to give the same result, because whenever you mention negative, it's going to replace all. Now, now, now if you don't want to mention this positional argument, just you can mention the value. For example, I'm going to take this one. Instead of a 3, I will just count is equal to 3. I'm going to just mention as a 3. So in that case also it is going to consider 3 is a count. Now we have one more. Now what if we didn't find any match? If we didn't find any match, then it's not going to replace anything. Whatever value is there, the same value is going to display. So in this case, I'm going to mention K and M. So whenever there is a K is there, I want to replace with M. So in that case, it's not going to match any of the word, and it is going to return the same result. Whatever input is there, same thing is going to replace. Now see, we saved this one. Now let's run the program. It's pass. As you can see, all the test cases are pass. Let's go here and refresh. Yes, in the first case, hello world, I am replacing with word with tell us is pass. And one occurrence times I need to replace L character with empty. That is also pass. With the two occurrence, that is also pass. Three occurrence, negative means all. So it's completed. And when I replace with the three times, it means I have not mentioned any positional agreement, just I mentioned the three. So it's completed, and I don't have any matching. That the time also it's written the complete word. Whatever input are the same thing, it's replaced. So we have completed replacing string. Now we have one more similar kind of a keyword, that is replace string using regular expression. In this case, we are going to pass a regular expression to replace the string. Now let's see how we can able to write. I am going to ignore. Now replace string using regular expression. Now result is equal to replace string using regular expression. What is the input string is robot framework, and what is the pattern is f dot star k with what I need to replace with class. Okay, so class. So starting with f followed by single any character followed by multiple characters, and at the end ending with k. So it is going to replace framework with the class. So should be equal our result with robot, and there is a one space. No, sorry, it's not replacing, it's a replacing, it's not removing, it's replacing. So it will be class. So it is going to replace framework with class. Okay. Similarly, we have one more method, just ignoring a case. How we can able to do is, I'm going to have the same copy. Instead of here, I am going to mention f. I am going to change the k. Now flags is equal to ignore case. Now also it's once ignored, it's going to replace framework with class. So here f is in the regulation is small, but in the main character main string it's a capital. Similarly k. Okay, so it will be robot framework. Now we have similar. Now we have one more approach where we can able to pass some other. Let's pass some other expressions. Now what can I will use the same thing. Now what I will do is here. Now I'm going to search with O followed by any word with FOO, and how many times occurrence I need to replace with one time. Okay, now robot framework should be equal F O. O means this one, replace with O followed by word. I want to replace with foo, so it will be this one. Now it will be R FOO foo O. So what will happen means this is our regular expression. Sorry, this is our main string. Okay, now our regular expression matches only this one, O followed by word and with one occurrence. So it start from left, so it's going to take this one, robot, and matching pattern is O followed by word. Okay, this much. Okay, and it is going to convert with F or O O T. So we have so we are going to replace with O B with foo. So then it will be R F triple O T class. Okay, this one. Now the same thing we are going to replace with the multi. We'll increase the count. Let's write this one to increase two times. What if we increase two times? In that case means it's a FOO and again it's FOO. Okay. Now the same thing we are going to replace one more time, but we are going to ignore the case 2 and flags is equal to ignore case. Now the output is intermediate three times, then it will be FOO framework. Now it's a framework, not the class. Now this is a framework. Now we are done. Let's see and run the program. Yes, it's all are pass. Means whatever we pass the regular expression, all are properly completed and we saw the proper results. F change the framework with class, and here also we are changing with the framework with class and ignoring the case. Here we are changing OB with foo, and one time only one is one indicates one time I need to change. Now two times. Now in the two times means it's going to match one more word and it is going to replace. Similarly, we can write ignore case also. Then also we can it's going to take. Yep. So we have completed replacing using regular expression also.